efforts by building professionals to make Lagos safe and devoid of buildings collapse. General Manager, Lagos State Materials Testing Laboratory Agency, LSMTL, Olayinka Abdul, made a call at a collaborative meeting with executives of the Nigerian Institution of Geotechnical Engineers, NIGE. Abdul noted that every collapse is evidence of a defaulting foundation that shows badly coordinated parameters being interpreted and implemented wrongly from mismatched exponential transformations. She explained that the Lagos state government has prepared levels of checks to make all specifications align, using LSMTL to analyze samples and proponent structures to confirm with what the designers have done for re-evaluation and realignment, while pointing out the major culprits that aggravate crumpled buildings in the construction industry. The general manager ascribed such anomaly to the ineptness of professionals to consider safety of lives as a paramount factor, regardless of social strata or status. The Lagos State Drivers Institute, LASDRI, has launched a comprehensive behavioral defensive driver training program in partnership with GIZ organization. This initiative aims to enhance road safety by equipping drivers with essential defensive driving skills and fostering positive behavioral changes behind the wheels. Speaking at the training, General Manager of LASDRI, Afusat Tiamiu, who emphasized the importance of the Themes Plus agenda, particularly its first pillar, which focuses on traffic management and transportation, urged drivers to see their work as critical in ensuring the safety and efficiency of the transportation sector. Tiamiu stated that the program aligns with LASDRI's vision of raising the standard of driving in Lagos and to ensure that drivers understand the professional responsibility they carry.
Mr. Governor Babajide Shola Sanwo-Olu is passionate about all citizens, especially drivers. That's the reason why they established this Lagos State Driver Institute for us to bring drivers to classroom on daily basis towards improving their driving skills, driving knowledge, and we have been on the last 15 years. So Lagos drivers are better drivers now.
Also speaking at the event, the Security Risk Management Advisor for GIZ Nigeria and ECOWAS, Ernest Aliozo, explained that the program is designed to train, retrain, and untrain drivers, focusing on essential security tips for driving and effective interaction with passengers.
With how to drive professional. Defensive driving is about being safe yourself and then ensuring that other road users are also safe. They are also constantly meeting who are their clients. So how to interact with these clients are also integral part of training, how to behave with other colleagues, how to also, they handle sensitive documents, how to handle these documents also part of.
An occupational health and safety consultant for GIZ organization, Tuoyo Edward Avego, added that the programs include simulations designed to help drivers respond effectively in real-time situations, encourage them to contribute positively to safety on the road. The event also attracted drivers from the Southwest region. The Lagos State government is set to kick off a festival of acts tagged Afropolis Lagos 2024 in a bid to showcase Lagos in the cultural map of the world. Speaking at a press conference ahead the event, which will hold between October 26 and November 3, Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Tokem Benson Awoyinka, expressed optimism that Afropolis will grow and improve local economy and contribute tremendously to the gross domestic product of the state. According to her, the road leading to J. Randall Center for Yoruba Culture and History, venue of the International Entertainment Program at Onikon, Lagos Island, will be closed for the 9 days. Benson Awoyinka stated that Afropolis is not just an event, but a celebration of Africans' identity to showcase Lagos and indeed Nigeria's talents, and a testament to the power of creativity to unite and inspire artists, African creativity, innovators and enthusiasts from across the continent and beyond.
It's going to transform lives for those few days. People are going to be, street vendors are going to be selling soft drinks, they're going to be selling water. Nobody's going to be asking them for anything. So to the GDP of Lagos, I think that we can quantify that from what it does to the local economy, and that's what tourism is all about. It's about boosting your local economy. It's about when people come into your space, how they benefit from it. So we're looking forward to a major boost in the local economy of Lagos.
Earlier, Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Motosho, described the festival as a testament to the commitment of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration to harnessing the creative potential of the state.
What Afro Police is all about, and to show that in Lagos we have everything that can bring the world to come and dance with us, to come and rejoice with us, to come and learn about African culture and everything that is good about our dear Lagos. So,
the director, J. Randall Center for Yoruba Culture and History, Kudus Onikeku, maintained that the event is a celebration of Lagos as the largest black cultural melting pot in the world, as various creative sectors such as music, fashion, gaming, tech, design, film, dance, AI, and research will be showcased in the States.
From morning 9 a.m. program all the way to 11 p.m. program. You're watching musicians from, A-class musicians from all over the world, films from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., dance shows, you're having access to the museum.
Over 20,000 audiences are expected, with over 200 international artists from Togo, Ghana, Senegal, Ethiopia, France, Norway, Sweden, Colombia, Brazil, and the US, among others, will be hosted in Lagos for the event. Over 200 officers from various ministries, departments, and agencies of the Lagos State government have received awards for being outstanding and exemplary in the discharge of their duties. The head of service, Bode Agoro, joined by other top government officials, presented the awards to the deserving officers as part of activities marking the 2024 Public Service Week. Also, some workers displayed their talent through the Alausa God's Talent series as they danced, recited poems in Yoruba language, choreography, food competition, debate, and spontaneous debate to spice the event. With a theme, enhancing the Yoruba tradition, the participants amplified the essence of the Yoruba culture at an event held at the Adeyemi Benro Auditorium, Alausa Ikeja. Now to the rest of the stories. The Senate has called for a national summit to address the alarming increase in the number of out-of-school children across the country. The decision followed the presentation of the chairman of the Senate Committee on Education, Lawal Usman. According to the 2022 report by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, Nigeria has the highest number of out-of-school children in the world, with over 20 million children lacking access to formal education. While presenting his report, Usman stressed the need for a collaborative effort between the federal and the state government to address the crisis, highlighting the necessity for joint action to ensure that every Nigerian child has access to basic education. During the debate, the lawmaker representing Ogun West, Solomon Olamilekan, stated that the federal government has been investing heavily in universal basic education, but many states' governments have failed to provide their counterpart funding, which has hampered progress. Olamilekan stressed that the country cannot put all the responsibility on the federal government, urging all states to step up. The federal government has urged state and local government to invest in climate-resilient infrastructure and enhance their capacity to tackle the impacts of climate change across the country. These commenced at the 2024 Future of Health Youth Pre-Conference organized by Nigeria Health Watch in Abuja with a theme, Amplifying Youth Voices for Climate Health Action. Speaking at the event, the Director General, Office for Strategic Preparedness and Resilience, Chris Umodo, emphasized the need for improved capabilities at state and local levels to respond effectively to flooding. He said the country will focus on building the capacity of states and local governments to respond effectively to floods, to be able to act proactively by evacuating people from flood-prone areas and reactively by dealing with the aftermath of the floods. Uwodo also stressed the need to invest in climate resilient infrastructure to prevent rainfall from immediately causing flooding in vulnerable communities, advocating for more investment by state government to strengthen their ability to respond swiftly to these challenges. He also encouraged young people to familiarize themselves with national policies and legislation related to climate change. And now to foreign news. United Nations agencies have postponed an emergency polio vaccination campaign in northern Gaza due to intense Israeli bombardments, mass displacement, and lack of access. UN agencies said they have been compelled to postpone the third phase to vaccinate 119,000 children across the northern Gaza due to the ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure, making it impossible for families to safely bring their children for vaccination and health workers to operate. Medical experts stressed that delays in administering the second dose could jeopardize overall efforts to halt transmission of the contagious, potentially deadly disease and for herd immunity to work. At least 90% of all children in every community and neighborhood need to be given a minimum of 2 doses. UN agencies said in a joint statement that they have been compelled to postpone the third phase to vaccinate 119,000 children across the north. The United Nations agency said it was crucial for the vaccine campaign in the north to be facilitated through the implementation of humanitarian policies that could ensure access for wherever children are located. Now sports. The Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) has announced a venue change for the first leg of international friendly between the Super Falcons and Algeria. The first friendly, which was originally slated for Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Omoaka, Lagos, will now be held at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne, Ogun State. The encounter will be held on Saturday, October 26, as scheduled. The second friendly, which is scheduled for Tuesday, October 29, will go ahead as planned at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Omoaka, Lagos. Both matches will kick off at 4 p.m. local time. And that's our news at 9. But just before we go, always carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicles before setting out. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 1,000 accountants on the 2020 Financial Act? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government has called for collective inputs by building professionals to make Lagos safe and devoid of buildings collapse. The Senate has called for a national summit to address the alarming increase in the number of out-of-school children across the country. We also told you that United Nations agencies have postponed an emergency polio vaccination campaign in northern Gaza due to intense Israeli bombardments, mass displacement, and lack of access. And in sports, the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) has announced a venue change for the first leg of the international friendly between the Super Falcons and Algeria. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluwokworoku. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much.